A winner take for me to cut the ribbon. I'm a shark, take for me to gut the fishes. Cut you niggas off, I make the incision. Before they blow it at you, I make the decision. Realest nigga in it, I'm the definition. Cruising down the boulevard, knocking mint condition. Trying to be somebody who you isn't. Asking for it, I'ma grant you niggas wishes. Rooting for me, you can hear it from the benches. Let my niggas eat, and I'll do the dishes. Counting up the bread, get it right. Put some money on his head, get it right. Before I make you niggas bet.
What up? What's good? Now tuned into the 50-50 Felipe show, and I'm your host, Felipe. Welcome. Welcome. Let me get a little bit more situated in here. Dig me. It's good. All right, that sound a little better. What up? Well, that sound a little better. What's good? Yo, first and foremost, you know what I mean? Thanks for tuning in, man. Let's set it off with just liking, subscribing, you know what I mean? Sharing, comment. Just let a nigga know you tapped in with me, you dig me? Let's start off like that. That's all I ask you to do is hit the like button, share, subscribe, do all that sexy shit, you heard? And I'm gonna pop off on your favorite hater, because we all got haters. Like I say, whether it's your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, anybody, you know what I mean? You can't do that to them because of who that person is, who he or she is, you dig me? Religious brother, religious sister, you know how it be. Motherfucker always hating on you, person always hating on you. You dig me? So, you know, I'm gonna pop off on them. I just ask that you hit the like button and subscribe, you dig me? That's how we do that there, though. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is, though, man. This episode is backed up and sponsored by Tasty Soul Food Platters. You already knew that, though. Y'all already knew that. If y'all ain't know nothing else, y'all knew that, though. If y'all ain't know nothing else. This episode is backed up by Tasty Soul Food Platters. This episode is also backed up and sponsored by Brick Faith's Clothing. And you already knew that as well. If you ain't know nothing else, you knew that. Word up. Shout out to the whole 50-50 family. Shout out to Connecticut. Shout out to Bushwick. Shout out to Bushwick, man. Bushwick. I don't think Bushwick get enough love. I got some cool niggas out in the bush. You dig me? Yeah. Bushwick don't. I don't think Bushwick get a lot of love when it comes to Brooklyn, though. Bushwick is some official niggas out there. You know what I mean? So shout out to Bushwick. Not saying Bushwick nothing to sleep on. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, when it come to Brooklyn, you hear things like Crown Heights. You hear like Bedford Stuyvesant. You hear like East New York. You hear like Coney Island. You don't hear a lot of the Bush. You know what I mean? That's abbreviated for Bushwick. If you hear a nigga be like, they from the Bush, or my man from the Bush. You dig that? So, and then like there's some rappers from the Bush. I think one of the most popular rappers right now today from the Bush is Busta Rhymes. Shout out to Busta Rhymes, though, but yeah, he from Flatbush. My allergies still got me on the ropes a little bit, but we surviving. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to. Oh, I know I'll stay alive. 'Cause I got all my life to live, and I got all my life to give. Yo, I'm feeling good, man. Yo, that weather is crazy right now, right? Shout out to the weatherman himself, God, for sending us this nice warm weather after all these snowy days. Shout out to God for that weather. Definitely, man. It's good though, man. This episode, we're gonna talk about some things on this episode though. Shout out to Jersey though. Shout out to Jersey. Shout out to Linden, New Jersey. Shout out to Passaic. Shout out to Jersey City. Shout out to Albial, Jersey City. Albial is doing a lot of things for Jersey. Shout out to Man, shout out to just all of Jersey, man. Jersey is on the rise, man. Jersey been around for some time, man. For a long time. Jersey been around. So shout out to Jersey. Jersey definitely making they presence known when it comes to this hip hop shit, when it comes to like making music, making beats, discovering artists, comedy. Jersey is definitely on the map. Shout out to New Jersey. You know what I mean? But you know I'm a city nigga all day at heart. You know what I mean? Shout out to Crown Heights, man. Shout out to man, just everybody out there doing what they need to do for themselves, man. We're gonna get right into it though, man. This episode is this episode right now, we're gonna just get it. Everybody, cause not everybody, but a few people call. I talked to a few people. They asked me how I feel about the Gucci and Pooh Shiesty situation. And like I said, you know, I ain't that kind of nigga that's going to just jump on like everybody running to the line to like the internet to the internet. You got like I said, people be speedballing on here, coming on here and just like trying to be the first person to break the news. Like they gonna get the biggest check. I get it. You dig me? I definitely get it. I ain't knocking nobody hustle. That's what people do. You dig me? That's what people do. I ain't knocking nobody hustle or nothing like that. That's what people do. So, but me, I'm doing what I need to do for myself, whatever that may be. I'm just not like, but speeding on here with it. And a lot of the times, like certain things, you could talk about it that day, the next day, 2 days after. It's like your opinion. So it's just always is valid. No matter if you talk about something 5 years later, it's just still your opinion on that situation. You know what I mean? So I ain't got caught. I don't get caught up in just like running to the internet, breaking the news and shit. But shout out to my nigga Designer K, and shout out to my nigga G's Leo. Them niggas always trying to keep me on point with what I got going on with this shit. And they was like one of the main two out of a lot of people. Well, a few people that was asking me about the Pooh Shiesty and Gucci thing. So let's get into that. So yeah, um, Pooh Shiesty, and then you like sometimes I wanna run right to it because sometimes some news don't be legit. So if you fall back for a minute and you analyze shit and you get to hearing things, you get to seeing things, you be like, all right, it's real. You dig me? So then you feel more comfortable, especially when certain platforms air it. You know what I'm saying? You know that it's real because they get paid for that information and they hire people to get information. So you be following certain episodes. I mean, certain podcasts or certain like video people like that, camera people. They be having the good information because they get paid. They be around. So I wait for stuff like that. A lot of people to drop news before I go right into it, especially if I don't feel like it's right. So with the Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty shit, me personally, I'm gonna talk to you from a Pooh Shiesty perspective. Let's do that first, right? Before I get into it, shout out to both of them, Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty. This shit is real deal Holyfield. So look, I'm gonna talk to you from a Pooh Shiesty's perspective, right? So I'm coming from where I'm coming from, and I'm in the middle of some shit. I know the shit that I'm in the middle of because I'm from a hometown where, you know, this nigga's hot and I ain't signed to this nigga. I had to step outside of my hometown to get some money. So that alone could make you feel a certain kind of way. So if you know where I'm going with this, you understand that. You know where Pooh Shiesty is originally from, and he signed to an Atlanta artist, which is Gucci Mane, and Pooh Shiesty not from there. And so for him to just be where he from, and they got major artists and major CEOs and major record execs that can handle Pooh Shiesty and his business, and it's in his hometown couldn't make him the star that he is. That right there be tension from the door already. That's like a Brooklyn nigga That's like a Brooklyn nigga having to go. Like look at 50. 50 had to go outside of New York and get a deal with Eminem. He hate that. That's why 50 hate them niggas like Jay, Diddy, all the people he say was gatekeeping, so he couldn't get in the industry because he from New York. So he felt as though they should have held him down. So that could just breed anger right there from the door. Let's just take it right there from the door when it come to Pooh Shiesty being mad from the door that he had to go to an Atlanta artist to get signed, and the niggas in his hood is popping, and they ain't signed him. That right there caused a lot of tension. It caused a lot of tension to anybody. You dig me? From the door. Okay, so now you get some good music out. Get with some good artists. You bumping, you banging, you making money. You get in trouble, you go to jail, you come home. We just gonna sum it up. Cause this is how fast his career is going. It's really he home, he having hits. He home, he making hits. Then he just do something real quick, and then he gone again. I know what that wave like. I fell under that. I was that same person around the same age that he was. So when I did some investigating and found out his age, I kind of identified with Pooh. Certain things that he rap about, certain things that he do, his actions and not thinking. I kind of understand that a little bit once I saw his age, and so it's like I'm kind of like with him. It's like, how can I judge, right? So now I go to jail, and you my man. I'm under your label, and you make all these millions off me. I come home. I don't know if he had any money for him or not, but I come straight out of jail. I make a hit. You done made millions off me while I was incarcerated, and I come straight out and make another hit, and that shit is jumping out the goddamn window. If you don't know what I'm talking about the Pooh Shiesty song that he made when he got released from jail, that shit is fire. So boom. So I'm Pooh Shiesty, so I'm feeling like, damn, I'm making you money in the beginning. I'm making you millions while I'm in prison. I'm making you money as soon as I get out of prison. You got to understand where this nigga attitude coming from, though. You really got to think about it. You can't just be like naive to the situation because there was violence involved. I get it. Violence is not always the answer. I get it. It's never the answer, especially nowadays with all these cameras and shit going on. You really got to be like ready to go to jail. You really got to be like ready to go to jail if you out here doing shit, because that's what's going to happen. It ain't got nothing to do with people telling on you a snitch. It's just they got cameras over there, 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 there, cam right there, camera. You shoot a gun, somebody Tesla gonna go off and it starts recording. Next thing you know, they're gonna catch your Avians and your Reeboks running past the car. Too many goddamn cameras. So it ain't even about nobody telling no more. It's just it's ways to do things, but it's not no ways to do things when there's cameras around, bro. That's all I'm saying. So, with that being said, so yeah, Pooh Shiesty, he felt as though maybe he felt disrespected. Maybe he felt played with. If you a real nigga, you feeling like that. Like, this nigga think I'm a joke. This nigga think I'm playing. This nigga think I won't go up there because I'm on a bracelet. Or this nigga think I won't come over there because I'm on parole. Or this nigga don't think I won't come over there because I ain't supposed to be over there. Or this nigga think I won't cross the state and cut the fuck up over there. You gotta think how this nigga thinking for his millions. And you sit and he made millions off of me while I'm incarcerated. So even if he gave him something, maybe he felt this door wasn't enough for what he made. Then you got to understand, key factor, Pooh Shiesty moving with his father. You know how much motivation that is to do anything in life when your father is with you? Some of you niggas don't even have fathers that don't even be there with you that you know is a father. But this nigga got a father that's going with him to put in motherfucking work. I respect that. It ain't about he should teach his son different. Maybe they both looking back at the situation like, damn. Maybe the lawyer having a meeting with them like he made this much money off of you. And while you was in prison, it ain't just the fact that everybody say, oh, he wanted to get out of his contract. Is a way to go about it. Yeah, they are. The industry is shady. Rule 4080. Record company people are shady. Tribe Called Quest, man. So, it ain't about too much of the reaction. You got to understand where his mind may be at the time. And like I said, when you got a father or any kind of parent that's motivating negativity, how many of you motherfuckers fought good in front of your mother? You ever had a fight in front of your mother? I did. I whoop a nigga ass in front of my mother. I whoop a nigga ass in front of my father. You ever had a fist fight with your brother around? You know how much motivation that is to whoop a motherfucker ass? You fighting a nigga and your mom's watching. You ever had a fight? Your girlfriend watch you fight, nigga? I saw my girlfriends, a lot of my girlfriends saw me fight, nigga. A lot of I done had, oh, I'm telling you though, this ain't even no nothing. This just the God honest truth. I done had over 6 fights in my life that I remember. That 6 females that I've been with, different females, saw me fight. I don't care if it was just something quick with me just punching a nigga or slapping a nigga. I could recall over 6 incidents where 6 different women saw me get active with my hands, and I'm not talking about me putting my hands on them. Now, they made saw me put my hands on their brother, but one thing I can say is they see me get active. So imagine being that way when your mom's with you when you going to rob a bank, fight, or go do some stick up shit, or rob a nigga, or your father with you, or your brother. You know how much motivation that is to carry out something like that? But it ain't the matter of the fact of like, is he telling his son right or wrong? It's like they both reacted over something. That's how what I'm getting. They must have both found out something right then and there that they both wasn't okay with, or had it, or they both had it to the max. Cause there's been enough money that's been made to where as though the father could say to Pooh, nah, it ain't worth it. And vice versa. Pooh could say to the father, nah, I don't want to do Gucci Mane like that. I don't want to do him like that. There probably was days that they had them type of conversations. Angry. Build up frustration because this man playing with him. You don't know how long this situation been going on. Nobody knows. It all builds up. People are like, oh, how could he do that? How could he do that? You ever been in a situation where somebody keep playing with you and then when you explode, then you look like you the crazy one? I have. I'm passive aggressive. So all the little games you play, that's cool. I ain't gonna say nothing to you till I'm ready to make my move. Then when I make my move, boom, motherfucker, just the whole world blew up. Now I'm the bad guy. So you don't know. And that could easily be that situation with Gucci Mane and Pooh. You dig me? So it's just a lot I look at when it comes to Pooh Shiesty's situation. Because to react like that, there must have been something he found out that he didn't like. And he didn't want no more parts of it. Whatever it was, maybe it was a financial thing, maybe it was a disrespect thing. The fact of the matter is, I'm Pooh Shiesty right now with my father going into this record company where we supposed to be having a meeting and I'm going to rob this artist. And he ain't looking at it like that. He ain't looking at it like he going up in his establishment doing some shit. He looking at tough ass Gucci Mane. He looking at it like that, like on some street shit. Like this nigga know what, bitch, he know what time it is. That's how Pooh looking at this nigga like he know what time it is, nigga. He know this Gucci, man. Nigga know all the stories. Bitch, I grew up on your music. You talk that talk, you walk that walk. You got a body, yada yada yada. I see you on verses, nigga. You jumping on the couch. You don't want to dead to beef with Jeezy. You don't want to dead to beef. You still want to act like you're a killer and a gangster, and you still want to be on the verses and say you smoking on the dead pack. Come on, man. You got an artist like Pooh Shiesty under your label, and you think he ain't gonna get active? You must have thought it was a game. He must have thought it was a game. Come on, man. You got to get into your artists. These execs be so used to the just hype and hearing the gangster shit that they sometimes forget that these niggas be probably really living that shit. They just be so just used to it and up to it. We don't look at the fact that these niggas probably really living this shit. And he signing these niggas out of vindictive. He's being vindictive to Gotti over there in Memphis, signing all these Memphis niggas because he mad at Gotti. So he don't even he don't really know who Pooh Shiesty is. He really don't know this nigga really get busy. He just knows probably his name, ringing bells. Everybody check for numbers now. People don't care about nothing but numbers. They only want to see numbers. If the numbers high, they want to click it and read it. If the numbers high, they believe it. 13 years ago, everybody's running around, men a lot, women a lot, numbers don't. Now, you could buy likes, you could buy views, you could buy extra people that don't even exist in your life. Word to mother. This shit is crazy. So you don't know how Pooh Shiesty looking at this nigga and how he felt disrespected. So he go in there. And he go in there with the intentions on doing shit. So on Pooh Shiesty's side, I understand. I understand. Now, if I'm Gucci Mane, I'm not going to make the song that he made, Crash Dummies. If that ain't a written statement, I don't know what is, Gucci Mane. Now, I ain't taking nothing away from Gucci Mane. I don't care if you one of his favorite artists. I don't care who you are. To this person that I'm speaking on that made a rap song about a real full blown robbery that took place in his studio, like he Clyde Davis some shit, or he like, you dig me? He turned into Clyde Davis now. But a week ago he was Gucci. You should stand on top of couches and talk about he's smoking on Pookie Luke, and he's smoking on the Pookie pack and all this crazy shit. So I'm precisely. I ain't thinking you gonna go be like this. I'm thinking you gonna take this L. I'm gonna take your chain. I'm gonna take your goddamn. I'm gonna put this blicker to your head, nigga. I'm taking everything. Taking that hard drive. Taking that computer. I'm taking your goddamn wedding band, nigga. Give me all this shit, nigga. Just kept taking in blood. That's the energy he was giving him. That's probably how he was talking to him. He ain't thinking this man gonna go no cop shit, no nothing. And I hear people say, "Oh, it ain't Gucci, man. It's the people that he had around him. It's the security that he was hurting and he was harming." So what? You know how many times security saw Gucci do things and the Gucci told security, "Shut the fuck up. You ain't see nothing." And he ain't say nothing? Come on, man. These niggas is walking around with this nigga everywhere he goes, except in the goddamn bathroom. You see that? You think they don't see him do stuff? Whether it's with another woman, being disloyal. I'm not saying he is Gucci Mane is or isn't. All I'm saying is he could got enough power to control people when he want to. Why not pay them to not say nothing and then handle it the way you can handle it? Why do it the way and be like that's like I want the cops involved so bad, so I won't even tell the people that got robbed with me to not go to the police. I want them to really go. I'm just not gonna go. So that way something can happen to the people who did something to me. Cause That's like indirect telling. But any other day, I could tell these security guards don't say shit. You ain't see shit. You ain't hear shit. I got you, huh? Dig me? And they don't say nothing. They gotta talk to him like that, because if not, niggas be running down on the bodyguards getting interviews. Give me this top secret. What do he do? What do he eat in the morning? What do he drink? Where do he go? Is he loyal? Do he really got that real money? How does he sleep at night? Where did he keep the money at? Do you hold it? Do you stay up while he's sleeping? When he sleep, are you up? Do he catch you sleeping? Do you always got your gun on you? So I know they paying their team to shut the fuck up, or if they treat them places to shut the fuck up. Too much podcasts, too much microphones, too much cell phones, all in your face everywhere you go. So you don't think that people seeing things. So that's what I'm saying. Gucci Mane could have told the people that was in his studio, which was shut the fuck up. All right, I did the boy bad. It's cool. Just don't happen. Hang on a couple dollars. Sometimes you gotta pay. Sometimes you gotta pay when the shit happens. You gotta pay your way to make shit right. Even if it ain't about getting chumped off or nothing. You think about the wins, all the wins you took. You think about those. You think how long you've been winning. You think about what you have, because you know what you got. You think about the shit you spend money on that ain't nothing. And when you come into your karma, you just gotta respect it. That's how I feel. You gotta buy your way out of it. It ain't about like paying a nigga. It ain't. It's just like pay the security not to say nothing, because you fucking this man over. So because you doing this happened. So pay them like you been paying them not to say stuff. That's how I feel about other people getting involved. Get the cameras. It's his studio. He probably don't even. He could get the cameras. Like he didn't have to take it this far. It ain't have to hit. It ain't have to hit where it hit. I'm sure bigger and worse shit has happened to Gucci that nobody knows about, but his security and his team. It never hit the media. That's all I'm saying. So I think Gucci played a part in not saying nothing so it could hit the fan or whatever, and then he get kind of publicity off of it. This is what I'm thinking, because it happened. It was real, so you might as well. You dig me? But if I'm Gucci, man, I'm not playing with like I said. I'm trying to stay focused on so much money. I got so much going on. I got just a lot of stuff going on. A lot of artists, a lot of people's lives I'm in control of. A lot of people's lives I'm helping out. With so much going on, and there ain't no excuses. But at the same time, that's why we have to really get as executives, A&Rs, managers. We like really got to really get to know a person, to know these artists. Just don't look at the art. Just don't look at the skill too much. And I know that's what shines out a lot too. But try to get more into these, because a lot of these people be having mental issues. But they nice. They can dance their ass off. They can sing their ass off. They can rap their ass off. They can box. They can run. But they be dealing with stuff. And we don't tackle that. We tackle the genius side of them and not the dysfunctionalness, the special needs, the support they may need. We don't focus on none of that. We just and then once we make them bigger, once we make them big now, and now it's in their head, you really can't get to them. You really can't get to them, so you don't even know who you're dealing with right now. And then you busy. You ain't really seeing them unless it's like meetings or awards or FaceTime. You're really not spending time with them. And the bigger they get, the more distance everybody becomes to them. So you really don't even know these people. So that's what I would suggest me moving forward. Everybody just really get to know your artists and and I think that keep the money flowing too, because you can hire somebody that's hot, and if they crash out fast, then you ain't got a lot of hits. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke did not crash out. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying Pop Smoke came out real fast with a lot of hits, and he's just not around anymore. That's all I'm saying. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. Shout out to whole Brooklyn. But that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, you know, Gucci could definitely like look at the evaluate that situation, and he think and say to himself, do he feel as though he did bad? That's something in his heart. Like, cause it's like if you know you did this wrong to this boy, accept whatever came, even if it turned out wrong. You're the reason that this transpired. You're the reason that this happened. That's all I'm saying. It's always wrong when somebody do something to somebody and then that person retaliate however they do, and it gets blown out of proportion, or it gets worse than it was, or it gets bigger, or money starts to get have to get paid because stuff is damaged, stuff is broken. But guess what? Look at the initial reason why we here. The initial reason why we here is because that man felt a way about something. And he said every time people from his team, Pooh Shiesty team, they said every time um, they caught on to the Gucci Mane pattern. Every time he called for a meeting in the studio with his artists so he could get some features. He spent all them hours in there talking to them here and there about business, making songs here and there. And if you ever recorded before that process, you could patch that together while you're talking. And you just go back in there, hit a few bars, and you next thing you know, this nigga got 5 songs about from you, and all he doing is just being around you, and you receiving a lot of the presents, you receiving a lot of the flashing lights, the cameras is going off, and you getting mesmerized by that whole thing. And because he already somebody. So you're gonna see all the paparazzi around. You're gonna see all the like the bodyguards. So you caught up in all of that yourself. You dig me? So it's like a smoke and mirror thing. Like that industry is just really very, 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 very. I remember one time in Brooklyn, I told somebody I wanted to be a rapper when I was young. Guess what they told me? That's a dangerous. And it wasn't even about rappers getting killed. Back then, when I said it, this was back in the day, though. You dig me? When I said it, and I remember the person like, "Nah, you don't want to do that." Like, I don't even know if it could have been a rapper I was talking to because I was a child, and I remember in Brooklyn. I can't just remember who it was, but or could either was a rapper, or was somebody I looked up to. It was either a rapper or somebody in my family. Because back then we looked up to people in the family. You know what I mean? It wasn't like these days, like this nigga look up to a nigga. He don't even, like, not like that, but his nigga look up to a nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, looking up to somebody, you really got to be somebody for me to look up to you. You just can't be no average Joe. So I'm just sensitive with that period. You dig me? But, Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty, I think that's a tough, iffy situation. I just think Gucci Mane to evaluate his life and see and think to himself, ask himself the questions like, did I say anything wrong? Did I? In his heart, he would know what his intentions was. And also Gucci probably looking at it like, nigga, this more money for me. You cutting up. This is the publicity. You still signed to me. Now your money. Now the record's gonna go black, quadruple, triple, out the window, plat, gold, silver, diamond, all that. Gucci looking at all that now. Like, I'm gonna get all that back. Just off the stupidity move you made, crash dummy. Now, is it okay to have that type of swag with hood slang? That's what makes it comfortable. The fact that he could talk slangy-ish, but still act like a cop. Is that what it is? Cause on that wrecking crash out, that's all he did. He painted a picture of how the robbery went. He said he thinking they gonna talk business. He coming there, they shaking his hand, they greeting him properly. Next thing you know, they taking off his jewelry, but his wedding ring. Like Gucci Man set up this whole the motive. He set up the motive. I watched First 48. I don't give a fuck what you motherfuckers talk about. I watched the First 48. I had a fist fight in jail over the First 48. I wanted to watch the First 48 marathon. These niggas wanted to watch the Kardashians. Like nigga, why you always want to watch cop shows? Like why you always want to watch girls and your dick hard around a bunch of men? Like make it make sense, nigga. I watch cop shows so I could decipher what's going on. Like Marvin, I see shit, and then plus, like I always say, I've been to these places. I've been to Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've been to if you know, you know. You know me, you know. I've been to Florida where they be killing. I've been to Tulsa. I've been to Oklahoma City. I've been to Miami, Florida. I've been to Atlanta, Georgia. You dig me? So all these places where these things happening, I done been there. I'd be like, oh shit, I used to go inside that liquor store. Oh shit, I used to go inside that that restaurant right there. Oh shit, Walmart over there. I used to live over there by Walmart. Oh shit, that's that road that go to Tulsa right there. That shit like an hour straight. All you see is cows on the side and a whole bunch of land. No trees, just a bunch of land and a bunch of cows on the side. Like I be off that. So that's why I was doing it. So like I said, I'm good with what they do or how they move. Plus I've been in situations. So I already know what I need to know when it comes to that. You know what I mean? So, you know, he put himself there. He put them there. He said the motive. They was there for a meeting. He said he turned to a robbery. He said all that on the song Crash Dummies, but he called the name of the song Crash Dummy. I think the name of the song should be called Telling on Myself. Anyway, Gucci Mane and Pooh, y'all gotta do what y'all gotta do, man. Make that thing on up. Get back to the millions and let's get life back together though. That's all I ask, right? Moving on up like George and Weezy though. Let's talk about my boy King Harris, man. T.I.'s son King. The light skin one look like a lemon head, like a box of lemon heads. He's funny as hell. He just got pulled over. One thing about this particular pullover I like about King right now, okay, we all know King doing it for TV. I don't think the speed was, but I know for sure once King got pulled over, and we talking about King Harris, T.I.'s son. T.I. Tiny, you know T.I. from and you may see me on the streets, but nigga, you don't know me. You know him, Tiny husband from the group Escape. They had TV show Harris's, and then their son, the little yellow one, looked like a box of lemon heads. That nigga look like, you know, the Thames. That nigga look like a manila envelope. That nigga look like my discoveries came. That nigga look like a manila envelope. That nigga look like the fraternity test paperwork. Shout out to King though. But look, King gets pulled over for he always get pulled over, but this time the body camera I saw from the cops body camera, they spotted him in his cyber truck doing 75 and a 45. King said he didn't notice. Okay. Now, when the cops pull you over, the first thing you say is you didn't notice when they say you were speeding is, if you say you didn't notice, kind of like saying you ain't paying attention, but at least you being honest. But I wouldn't have said I ain't noticed. I would just be saying my guy's baffled. Like that. Like I would have had a reason Then it just said I didn't notice, because not noticing that you floating like the love boat down I-95, that just means you gonna keep going and you might not stop. You might have to run into something. Then you gonna get noticed. Your family gonna get noticed. Come identify that body. Driving in, you ain't noticed. New York City, what up? New York City, what up? Trey, New Jersey, what up? So King tells the cop, yeah, I wanna the cop says, get out the car. King said, for what? So at this point, King know that camera on. He went right into TMZ mode. He went right into that. He already know what time it is. And he exercised his right. He stood his grounds. He paid attention to the lecture. He paid attention to them classes. His parents probably put him in with his lawyer. He did all the proper things he's supposed to do. And I ain't no attorney, but I've been in a situation so many times that when you keep going through the same thing, you're going to find out how it go. Because you're going to be up against what's right if you broke the law. You broke the law, and they're going to have the right, proper law in front of you the way that it was supposed to be. You got to find out if this is what you did, how you broke this technology. You got to break that down. So it's right there in front of your face anyway. But yeah, King called his attorney. He said, hold on, let me call my lawyer. He called his lawyer. You know what I mean? First off, King went outside in a Pokemon onesie. But he had that ratchet on him. That ratchet was definitely on the side of him. He had that thing visible. He had that thing right there on the passenger side. Everything about that traffic stop, I respect King on. I thought he was going to play himself out and just do too much. He did just everything that he did. The cop told him, get out the car. King told him, I fear for my life. That was very smart. It wasn't resisting, but in today's day and age, when a cop tell you to exit a car, some of them do have the proper understanding that you're afraid. And that's what King Harris was saying to the officer when the officer kept telling him repeatedly, get out the car. He like, man, I'm afraid. I don't want to get out. What I do? Why do I got to get out? It's just a traffic stop. I want to talk to you. Like, why you want to talk to me back there? I don't know what you're going to do. Cops do kill people. Cops do hurt people. Cops do shoot people. Cops do steal money. Cops do kick in doors. Cops do take the K9 and raid your house and have the dog shit in your living room. Cops do steal your girlfriend after you go to jail. Cops do tell your girlfriend what you be doing so they can break up a happy home. Cops do infiltrate. Cops do listen to your phone call conversation. Cops do put bugs on your car and snoot you around. Cops do read off your license plates and stuff like that. Cops do just do everything that they ain't got nothing to do with their business. It's just all up in your shit. So, and they violate a lot. So I kind of understand King's uncomfortability to not wanting to exit outside the vehicle. That was very intelligent of him. Also called his attorney. His attorney immediately told him, well, step out the vehicle. King immediately said he stepped out the vehicle, and I respect King for that. So the traffic stop wasn't like a little, I ain't saying the one with him and Boosie's son was a prank. I mean, it was something they set up, but it was kind of a setup to me. You know what I mean? But moving forward, King Harris, this one wasn't, because you can see the body camera, and he didn't even see the cop right there. He flushed right through, doing 75 and a 45. He was heading back home, eating his candy. Goddamn parents got all his millions. You ride around doing 75 and a 45 and in Pokemon onesies with a ratchet extendo, or you're going to get some Sour Patches in the middle of the night. Nigga, take your rich ass to sleep, bitch. Why are you up? Why are you up, King? Go to bed, man. Go to bed. His dad showed up. Shout out to Tip. Tip showed up. T.I. showed up. T.I. says, Dad, excuse me, sir, is there a problem? Why is my son detained? T.I. used the word detained. He never said being arrested, even though King was in the back of that police car in handcuffs. T.I. said, "Why's my son being detained?" Shout out to Tip, man. That nigga got a lot of knowledge. Educated nigga. Yeah, but King, it wasn't serious. He just had the speeding ticket and refused to get out the car, exercise his rights. Really wasn't too much of that. I don't know. He probably went down, got in, and got booked in, and processed and turned around and got let go. It wasn't nothing because they gave the gun to whoever was ready to pick the gun up in the car. The police already told him somebody got to come get the gun in the car. You go to jail for not getting out the car. Do as I say. So when you don't listen to your mom, you get beaten or you get put out the house. You don't listen to the cops, you just go to jail. New York City, what up? East Train, what up? Shout out to my nigga Born, man. Shout out to my nigga LB. Shout out to my nigga Born, man. Young Ye, what up? Yeah, so T.I.'s son, Lil King, man. That dude, he's the one. King is the one. I already knew King was gonna be the one because the other one, he too educated. He like the educated Tip. You know what I mean? And the other one is like the Atlanta Tip, the Trap House Tip, the hat to the Tip. You know what I mean? But Messiah, I believe his name is. I believe it is. Don't. If I'm saying it wrong, my bad, bro. My bad. But his thing, he more like the educated pops. You dig me? Word. 420 in the building though. It's 420 weekend. Shout out to the weed heads. Shout out to the hash smokers. Shout out to the haze smokers. Shout out to the sour smokers. Shout out to the blue dream smokers. When I say the blue dream smokers, I'm talking about the blue dream smokers. Shout out to the blue dream OG smokers, because you know you got the OG smokers too, like the old people. What's your favorite strain your grandparents used to smoke? That shout out to them. You dig me? Shout out to the Hayes lady in the town. In any town you go to, shout out to the sour lady. In any town you go to, shout out to the women that was out there holding niggas down with the weed back in the day. The chocolate tie. 420 is up this weekend. They got the big festival in Atlantic City, New Jersey. They will have the weed festival in Atlantic City, New Jersey. This weekend, 420 weekend. Tomorrow supposed to be a heat wave like a motherfucker. Well, not a heat wave. Tomorrow supposed to be a breaking record of heat this time of the year. Let's get it straight. I believe 90-something, maybe 94, 95. That was a good year. But not sure the weather for moving forward for 420 this weekend. I don't really go too far when it comes to weather. I give the weather maybe one day. I believe it. I look at the weather and say tomorrow going to be snow. I believe it. But what it be like, I don't look at the weather for like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, always Saturday, because I believe in God. God do whatever he want. All that, I don't look at that. I look at the weather for that day. It's kind of certain. But like the next day, iffy. Nothing after that. Oh God. But yeah, the weed festival, I was down there. We served some food down there, had some weed down there. I ran into some sour down there. THC drinks, infused cookies, infused food, infused chicken, infused edibles, drinks. Man, people coming from different parts of the world, hippies popping out. Where the weed is in the air, the music is everywhere. So we're like, you're like, So if you're down tonight and got to make love, I'm gonna ride you all I got past that thing. So give me the light. Max B on them. Max B on them. Atlantic City 2023 Weed Festival this weekend. Pop out, get some weed, Trying to find some sour, trying to find some haze, and no, it ain't got to be that old school shit. It ain't that old school shit. Anytime you say you got some haze, they be like, it ain't that old school haze. Anytime you say you got some sour, nigga be like, it ain't that old school sour. Shut the fuck up and just be happy that a nigga got some haze and sours and to be appreciative that nigga just got closer. Dig me? God damn, niggas. Shut up, man. I'm out of here. 50-50 Felipe show. I'm out of here, man. You know what I do.